Hey everyone, this is Sean Powell, and this is Exitus Elite, obviously. And y'all, I'm not going to be showing you the plan on this in this video. What I want you to do is, I assume you've already seen it and you're interested in it. 6 days in, I made $17,000, pocketed $16,000. I'm really going for trying to go for $20,000 in 7 days. So that's my goal, you know. So I'm still focusing, trying to get there. Y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you right off the bat what you need to do to make any business work and to make this work. Okay, you need to focus it one way, and I'm extremely compress this to a small video the best I can. You need to focus it one way, getting out to the people. Okay, if it's going to be Facebook, I want you to listen to this. You might want to take notes, whatever you want to do. I'm just going to run and as quick as I can. When you get into Facebook and you start promoting inside of Facebook groups, what you've got to do, y'all, is understand how Facebook works. Okay, it's not a matter of am I going to get seen? You're going to get seen. Okay, that's the power of Facebook. If you're going to get seen, what do you want to do? Go where you're getting seen the most with the least amount of effort. What does that mean? It means connecting in Facebook groups that have got a lot of people in. Okay, first of all, do not be disrespectful. If you come into my Facebook group, and if I had 100,000 people and it was for Exitus, and you started spamming the group, you're going to be gone in 2 seconds flat. Okay, if you have found Amway, or they got no telling how many people in there, how many groups, you got to be respectful to the groups. Okay, I'm talking using universal groups like work at home, work from home, you know, network marketing at home, whatever it's called. This is Facebook, man. It is unlimited to what you can find. Okay, now what I'm going to tell you is, when you first come into Facebook, if you're brand new and you've got your Facebook account you use for your family and friends and stuff like that, y'all, they really, unless you don't mind, they're going to really start seeing you change a lot. You know, your Facebook page, y'all, I'm going to show you this. You're not going to see anything up here that is not specifically about business. You know, and I'm putting motivational things. I think of things and then I put it here. And stuff like that. Now, this is not even the group posting. I'm just talking about your Facebook page. You want to have a feeling of, you got to have somewhere that your business has got some weight. You know what I'm saying? And I think your Facebook page can definitely do that for you. Now, here's another thing too. When you get a business, y'all, don't jump business to business to business to business. It makes this page here flimsy. Okay? Would you hire anybody that is constantly every couple of weeks adding something different, doing different jobs? They may be good people, but they just can't stay focused. They're not going to accomplish barely anything by jumping from boat to boat to boat. And you're not going to hire that person. If you had a business, I was in restaurants, so a lot of times I'm going to give them references to this. You're not going to hire them. I wouldn't hire them. I would rather have someone who's not as qualified but worked in 5 years in one place than to have a great guy that stayed for 2 months. You see what I'm saying? So you got to have a certain amount of credibility and weight. In my personal opinion, this is going to be it. You know, as far as sitting down, I may get a phone call here. Let me cut it down before I start here. I apologize. I know I had a guy that's going to call me in just a minute. Okay, so, but the whole point of this, y'all, is you want to have a foundation. In my opinion, y'all, I just went and made a second Facebook account. Okay, I dedicated it just to business. Now, when people want to find out about me and whatever business I'm doing, it's a universal. If you notice, I don't have any, you know, it's just my name. It's not a business page or anything, but people can tell what I'm about. You can go back from day one in my last previous business and notice that I stayed in it every day. People are going to watch that. They want a sponsor that believes in what they do, who are educated in what they do, and keeps up to what's going on in it. You need that. You need that weight for credibility, if nothing else. Okay. Now, when you get into the Facebook group, y'all, if you're brand new to Facebook and you really want to get out there and have the weight here, I would say go get a second Facebook account. to be honest, y'all, it's not that hard. Get you a Gmail account, and just make a nice page. This is my second one. I got family and friends on one, but this is where I stayed 99% of the days, more than 99% of the days, if you don't know the truth. And to be honest, these people have become my family. They really have, a bunch of these people, man. Alberto, Marissa, Michelle, bro, I've really enjoyed him. Cindy, man, Abby. I could go down here all day long. Frank Calabro, Mark Crosby, man. I give a lot of respect to him. These are the people that are going to change your life. A lot of times, y'all, and I'll go ahead and get this in your head, families and friends don't know the path you're taking. They want to help you. They would like to help you, but they don't know what you know. They don't see what you see, and most of the time they're going to hurt you trying to build your business because they don't get it. They don't understand it. They're trying to help you by telling you not to do it because it's not a path they've been down. These people are going down that path. You see what I'm saying? He's been down that path. I've been down that path. He's been down that path. He's been there for every step of my way. Seriously, every step I've taken. Miss Michelle, she's followed me everywhere. These people, when you understand, are total strangers at some time or another are going to build your business. They're the ones that's going to build it. It's not going to be family and friends. I make good money. I make 3 times as much as what I was making in the restaurant business for 26 years. I quit in 6 months using my S3 phone and a Facebook account. And to be honest, my family still thinks, I don't know what they think. I go to all the get-togethers. I'm the very first person there. Y'all, I had missed so many family get-togethers because I was working. They had it every Saturday, and I worked every Saturday. I worked 40 hours in 3 days, every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. I worked about 65 hours a week, every week. It had gotten to the point where my family quit even contacting me to let me know they had family get-togethers. You don't think after about a decade of that don't start playing on your mind a little bit. It's not their fault. It's my decisions I made in my life to be working the businesses that I was working in, that was working my tail off, spending time away from my family. But even to this day, I'm the very first one there. I go pick my grandma up and take her. I enjoy it, even setting the place up. I'm usually one of the last ones to leave because I want to spend time with my grandma and my family. I didn't get the opportunity like everybody else did. So I'm going to take that advantage every time I got a second to do that. And because of that, y'all, I think my family probably thinks I'm still hard up on, situations because I don't have a job. They don't get it. They don't get it. And you know what? I don't need them to get it. They just need to be my family and friends and leave me up, to do what I need to do to make my business work. And this is what I do. And I understand that. So some of y'all need to understand that. Now, I'm going to move real quick from here on out. I didn't mean to take that long. I'm bad for that. I apologize. I'm just really trying to tell you what you need to know. Okay. When you start in Facebook on day one, you don't have any Facebook groups, y'all. Do this right here. It is so simple. Come up here at the top, hit the search bar, and type in work and see what pops up. Working at home, stuff like that. See what kind of groups you can get. Y'all, do not join a group with 9,000 people in it. If you've got sitting here with 30,000 people in it, if you got something with 28,000, seriously, y'all, and keep going up in size. You want to get seen as much as possible with the efforts that you put in every time, because Facebook is going to have a limitation to how many times you can get out to the people, and it's not always fair. I can do this for months straight, getting out to the people every day, 3-4 times a day, and someone else will come in here, and for some reason they're in Facebook jail. I don't even know why. You understand? It's almost like it's not fair, but it's not my call. It's not their call to make. So, you go with what you got to do. Now, I'm going to give you a little tip right here, too. Do not join more than 10 Facebook groups in a day. They will put you in Facebook jail for joining more than 10 Facebook groups. Okay? So, don't go all happy-lucky and start saying, oh, man, look at these groups. Pop, 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 pop. Get about 10, 8 to 10 if you want to on day one. Don't think you've got to have thousands or hundreds of groups. You don't. I seriously quit my job with 17 Facebook groups, and I've learned that it's worked good because I get to manage it really, really well. Okay, so the whole point of me getting in there is I want to get a big good group. I'm gonna show you something else real quick if it ain't over here. I think it will. I swear, any other time it have it. Usually it has all the groups posted over here on the side, and it's not showing it right now. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but anyhow, I use my phone to post with. But if you ever see the groups over here and it has like a number 20 beside it, right? Okay, the purpose of that 20 is going to be because of the fact that they're letting you know since the last time you were in there, there's been 20 people posted since you've been there. Okay, now if you are going through your list and you've gotten, you know, all 17 Facebook groups, it took you 2 days or 3 days, whatever long it took, I would say about 17, somewhere in about 15 to 20. I wouldn't do more than that. Listen, I'm really telling you. Because you can be posting 3 to 4 times a day, getting seen at the most potential that you're going to get seen. And you're going to be putting out good quality content. Now, when anybody comments on it, you're going to give great answers. Understand that every time somebody posts or anything or messages on your post, it will bring it back to the top of the post. Okay? So that's very important. Every time a message is done, I'll show you mine just out of curiosity. So make sure you see what I got here. All right. But anytime anybody posts here, and this is my own Facebook group, is Action Takers Success Group. And now they're always going to have the first post is going to be the pinned post up here. But at any time somebody comments, it's going to bring the next post up to the top. Understand what I'm saying? Now, what you want to look for, there's my numbers, there's my 20s right here, right? Okay, what you want to look for is to see, after you've done all your, 15, 17, 20 groups, whatever you're posting to, look at this. Make sure you refresh and watch. If you've got one that's only done 3, and this one has got 20, it's not ever going to show more than 20. And this one's got 20, and before you get down to the list, this has already got 20 again. That is the more active group. You understand what I'm saying? If you've got one that's holding on, even though it had a bunch of people in there, does not always mean they're active. I can tell you that. So you want to see with your own eyes that it's actually being active since the last time you come. And a good way to measure that is let them measure off of each other while you're going through it. And just refresh and take a look at it. If you do not use your phone, I would highly suggest using your phone to get out to the people on Facebook. I use 2 things. One called Color Notes. Of course, you can use anything you like, but it has worked for me and it's kept me organized. Okay, use Color Notes. Write in all your stuff that you're going to do. Save it. I love Color Notes. It is vital to my system, to my business. Second one is going to be PhotoGrid. Okay, here's what PhotoGrid can do. I'm not going to show you a bunch of ads, but see this right here? I made this with PhotoGrid, and it pops. It's clean. It's, that's just one of many things you can do with PhotoGrid. You can make, all my advertisements are done with this. I will show you maybe some of my advertisements real quick. I think some of y'all might need to look at that. And y'all, when you do advertising, if you're from day one in a business and you haven't made any money or anything, don't get hung up on that. Okay, so a lot of people get hung up on that. These are some pictures I use to make my own pictures and ads and stuff like that at times. Mostly lately it's been motivational. I'll pick with people and stuff like that. See if I can't find a ad I've made in the past. Let me see here. Okay, here's one. Give you some idea. Now this is for Traffic Monsoon. Okay, this was showing $11,271 I'd made in Payza in 30 days. This was the last 10 days, $3,200 and some dollars, and that day was $482. Had this week and this week. Y'all, this stands out so much more than if I just would have done this. You understand what I'm saying? And then on top of that, I get show a little bit of my personality, put a little smiley face there, and then I got a picture of me with my little boy. Okay, so people can kind of acknowledge me through my post. You know what I'm saying? Through the actual, things. And this is so easy to do. And this is only one example. I lost a lot of stuff on the hard drive issue. It froze up. Just finding a background. This is PhotoGrid, trying different things. Not everything works. I find what does work. Let's say if this one worked absolutely great. Then, I could take this page, copy it, put my other one right here in the place of it, the new updated one, and I've got an updated page. It's not hard. You don't necessarily have to keep brainstorming to come up with ideas. You've already got it. Here's some good examples, man. Really get to play around. Different ideas. You want your finances to look like this, but it looks more like this. I have the answer. Click the link. That was my day 90. I made $19,000 in referral commissions in Traffic Monsoon. It stood out. You understand? And to be honest, that was the same car my mom had as a kid. So you really want to, try different things. Learn what works for you. Let's see, you paid over 1,700 times, averaging $12.24 each. Get this, I started in November. Again, trying to motivate people, standing out and grabbing attention. The whole objective about Traffic Monsoon, y'all, there's my old house right here. I'm working on it right now. It's pretty. But the whole point of when you're into Facebook is you're going to get seen. Make sure you're getting somewhere you're going to get seen a lot. Make sure that you stand out, because if you don't stand out, then people will overlook you. You don't need to be a grain of sand in a salt bin. You need to be that grain of pepper inside the salt. You understand what I'm saying? You need to stick out. And the more people I got in the group with me, the more I stand out, y'all. And the reason why is because of the fact that, here's a pretty one right here. I'll show you that one too. The reason why is because of the fact that I want to grab attention. You know what I'm saying? And listen, if you can hear me talking right now, I know I believe in my business. I could close my eyes and just breathe online business. It didn't happen at day one. Okay? It took belief to get there, but it did not happen on day one. You have to keep getting out there and learning to think the right way and keep going. The way you do that is by getting out there and sometimes screwing up. You learn just as much from screwing up as anything else, right? Okay, this is one of the ads I did. I like the background. It kind of grabbed attention. Maybe you just want to fix your car up or house. That's my little car. That's my house. Or spend more time with my family. It's my little boy. It's the first little picket fence I ever made. So that's the reason I took the picture with him. Or freedom. Let's see, with your family or freedom. The answer is here. It's beautiful. There's nothing. It's me. I've branded myself. I did a good job. The colors pop. People like it. I can use this unlimited to anything. If I got 100 leads off of this, using it off one business, this is timeless. I can use it for another. You understand what I'm saying? Now, on top of that, where do you see pay? I don't see any pay up here. You don't need pay every time. What you really need to do, y'all, if this is day one for y'all into a business and you really want to know what to do, let me show you. What I would do, and this will work, I'm telling you for a fact, I made $1,800 off of this alone. If I can find the picture. It's getting there. I apologize, y'all. Well, anytime I want to see something, I'm not going to find it. Let's see if I can't find it now. There you go. Okay. You see this picture right here, y'all? I take that, I post it on Facebook, and I tell y'all, look, listen, I want y'all to really listen to this. And this is what I'm saying. I want y'all to really listen to this, y'all. I've been working 65 hours a week for 26 years. I didn't realize how numb I was feeling inside, to be honest. And now, y'all, I found something in business and I can't even sleep. And because of that, I feel like I already got light into my tunnel. I get to spend, I know in the next year I'll be free from a job because of what I found. And because of that, y'all, look at what, I get to spend every day with my little boy, get to eat with him, don't miss field trips, get to spend time with my family, family get-togethers, don't have to miss, you unload what is real to you. Because, y'all, I'm going to tell you, when you do that, people feel that. That's what they feel. They're not going to feel that ad that looks like you took it out the back office of something and stamped it up there and said, this is my business. People don't feel that, and they're not going to because it's not sincere. The reason sincerity works is because it's supposed to. You understand what I'm saying? There's a huge difference between sincerity and using some kind of stamp and calling it an ad. So you do not need to be making money day one to get people. And listen to this, I learned this. The people who got in because of that picture right here and my sincerity were the right kind of people. A lot of times seniors, y'all, are the right kind of people. They learn that they know how to think right. A lot of these people who come in early at 20 years old, they jump from business to business to business. They think, oh, I've been in for 2 weeks. I haven't made a lot of money. It must be a scam. I signed up. It didn't shoot your money out my computer. Something's wrong. That's how they think. Somebody as older is used to multi-level marketing. They are used to Amway. They are used to belief, commitment, sacrifice. They are used to, that's what's in their mind. That is the prime choice to me. And if I got a 72-year-old guy that jumps in my business and wants to go big, and if I have to teach him how to right-click a mouse, then that's just going to be what it's going to be. I will have to do what I have to do because I want that person. That's the one I want, to learn to think the right way. Okay, anytime I post a comment in an open Facebook group, y'all, go ahead and give you an example here. Let's say if this was it right here. Okay, as soon as I posted this is from my own Facebook group, so it was a lot different. But yeah, I won't put links in my own Facebook group. I don't want to steal other people's, people or anything. But what I do, y'all, is I would post what I wanted to post there, put in a good picture, a screenshot or something like that, and then right afterwards, right below it, I would write a good comment about it. So, whatever that comment may be, give it a little bit more information about the business. Here's a perfect example. If this picture here was the one I was using and that was really working for me, then I can take the one below and put something like this. It has my earnings there. So now what's happened? I'm connecting with two different type of people, or that one person who's connecting is even more impressed. What I'm doing this for is because in the eyes of people in Facebook, and that's what really matters, the more comments you have, the more likes you have, the more hearts you have, the more successful that post is going to be. Now, here's the last thing about Facebook before I move off. I always put my link in that post for the open groups. When I say open groups, work at home, work from home, blah, blah, blah. Open, no particular business group. Always put your link in there. I don't care what anybody else has said. And I have seen them streamers. Believe me, I can make good ones where I've got 25 people asking for information. What I've learned, now if I was trying to make friends, to add to my friends list for business-minded people, great, that's what you want to do. But what I've learned, y'all, these people do not necessarily hit your link no matter what you do. Okay? I can send it to them, message it to them, whatever. I just don't get the lead numbers. It just doesn't happen. If I have somebody asking for information here or whatever comment, and I did a really good post, it's really personal, you can tell I believed in my business, and I write it there, and I give a great answer to what they're saying, to what they're asking about. Not only them, other people are looking at, because what's going to happen to that post? It's going to go back to the top of the group. This group's got 70,000 people in it. I'm just saying hypothetically. Of course there are going to be a lot of people looking at it. And that answer you're giving them, if that person never even saw who asked the question, the other people are. And that is how you enrichen your post. That's how you do it. So, and I put my link in everything. So I'd rather have that and it come back up every so often and be, with that link so people can hit it. How do I know this works? Because I've tested it, y'all. I've done the difference. Believe me, there was nobody hitting Facebook harder than I was, because I wanted to focus in one way and master it. I'm telling you the answer to Facebook. For me, the way I made it work was getting out this way, putting the links in there. And if you don't have any money to show yet, that's fine. Do something sincere. Tell people, look, y'all, how you love your business. And people, the right kind of people are going to come in here. And y'all, I don't care if I made $100K a month in what I'm doing. I'm not going to say it will ever outdo this picture. And do you know why? Because when you make a certain amount of money, I was making $10,000, $12,000 a month in Traffic Monsoon. I made $17,000 in the first week in this brand new offer, right, for Exitus. People don't register that. Okay, now the people inside your Facebook group, they will, because they know that that's you. They know who you are. They know that you apply action They're used to seeing you as being a leader. Understand what I'm saying? That's not who I'm saying. The open Facebook group people, they don't know who you are. If I sit down beside somebody at a bar and the guy says, "Hey, how you doing, buddy?" I say, "Hey, I'm doing pretty good." "So what you do for a living?" "Oh, I got a little online business. I make about $20,000 a week." The guy, honestly, most people don't know how to relate to that or react to that. They don't perceive it because it's not even perception for them to understand that. Now, let's say the same scenario. "So what you do for a living?" I've got a little job that I do on the side where I help other people in their business, and I make a couple $100 a week. I'm really excited about that. People can see them making a couple of $100 a week. They cannot see me saying Frank Calabro makes $72,000 a month. You understand what I'm saying? That's out of my league. I shouldn't be talking to this guy. Is that what you want? No, you don't. This picture right here, y'all, I can tell you, will get you farther than that $100,000 sitting to the right over here, whatever that business is that you're doing. Okay? So understand that. The bigger you go does not necessarily mean you're going to get, and not only that, y'all, the quality of the people you'll start losing. What I learned is you seen people throw pictures of money on their crotch and take a picture. I can't stand it. I think that's the most disrespectful, stupid thing that anybody can ever do. And then you got a long streamer. Y'all, I'm gonna tell you, if you're impressed with that, you're not probably the type of person that I want in my business. So I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna be the type to do that. So that's my own personal opinion about Facebook. Does it work? 60 to 120 leads a day. I post not between 2 o'clock and 5 o'clock on the East Coast. That's the slowest time. But anytime before or after. And in the summertime in particular, move it back to maybe about 7 o'clock. Really start hitting it hard. 7 o'clock, 7:30 to right on up, y'all, till the morning time. You can get massive leads. I would 17 groups, 4 times a day, if I was only doing Facebook and nothing else, of getting out to the people, plus managing it, okay? Managing means watching this up here for notifications, watching this right here. Friend anybody who asks for information, because these are the right kind of people. They friend you. You got your timeline built right, man. These people know that you are serious. That alone can bring people out. Now, consistency. If I jumped out there today, and just went crazy on Facebook and posted as hard as I supposed to, I would get 50 leads. That's great, right? Not too bad. 50 leads, I would honestly say. Imagine if I did that every day. I wouldn't get 50 leads no more, because today would be overhang. 3 days ago, somebody's going to pop up there and it's going to be running, and they had more comments to it, so it's more impressive than the new ones I just made. You're going to have so much coming back to you from previous. That's what I'm trying to say. So you're going to have more than that. So just because you posted today does not mean you're only getting today's leads. They could have came from a post from 2 days ago. You understand what I'm saying? So consistency every day. If I knew I could get 50 leads on day one, tomorrow or in a week, I expect to be more than 50 leads a day, to be honest. Now, what am I doing? I'm learning to make that work for me. What ads are going to work for me? That's the thing you got to ask. Being sincere, y'all, works. I'm going to go ahead and tell you that. If you're in a business you don't believe in, you don't think you can write something good, then you probably don't need to be in that business. You are the backbone. You're the reason they're getting in it. If you can't stand out, then you're not going to make it on Facebook. You've got to stand out. You got to. I'm sorry. It's just going to have to happen. And it's not hard. You just got to learn how to think the right way. Throw it out there. And when you do find something that works, y'all, and listen, here's the kicker. I love this, right? But guess what? If it doesn't work, it doesn't help. It's not a matter of what I like. I'm not the one paying me. They are. You got to go by what works for you with them. And when you find it, let's say this thing worked perfect, y'all. Take it and put it in your arsenal. Put it in that bag, and then always have that. And you always have that one. You don't need hundreds of new ads. You need maybe 4 good ones is really what you need. And then you can rotate them out, put them, update them if it need to be updated, whatever you need to do. That's what I'm telling you. You don't have to be, you just got to put the work in, knowing that I'm learning. And it took me 2 weeks to figure out Facebook, y'all. And I got fed up with it. I pure got pissed off with it when I finally wrote that message that really hit home. And you know what? When I did that, that's when my life changed. That's when everything changed. Not for me only, for my little boy and a lot of people underneath me too. So I'm trying to tell you what what works for me. YouTube, and I'm gonna make this real quick because I did not plan on making this long, but I told you everything you need to know, y'all. I really, really told you everything you need to know about Facebook. Well, one more thing. If somebody asks for a comment for information, great, y'all. Even if the links are sitting there and you're thinking, this idiot don't know how to hit a link. If they don't comment, think of how much more they're doing for your post by commenting. You understand what I'm saying? So don't knock that. That is fine. That's an opportunity for you to make a comment back. I don't care what anybody says. It could be negative. I love my business more. I can pick anybody down that's trying to put me down in a Facebook post. And you know what? Other people are going to watch you. So don't make a fool of yourself. But do stand up and do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? And they will respect that. They will respect that. And during that whole time, comment to comment, people be looking at it. It's going to impress a lot of people. They see that you got integrity and you believe in your business. There's nothing better than that. Nothing better. Okay, if somebody asks between 2 o'clock and 5 o'clock, I usually used to build up a nice wall and then quit at 2 o'clock. And I would get a lot of notifications for people asking. I didn't answer them back, y'all, when I really started rolling consistency until 5 or 6 o'clock in the evening. I did that strategically for a reason, because that post is going to be more valuable than those brand new ones I'm making. So as soon as I get on Facebook at about 5 or 6 o'clock, whenever that time may be for really starting to go, I would get up there and I would use that first, those notifications, and answer, because those are valuable and that person needs to see the information. But look at the time frame. That's hot. That's a hot time to be getting out there, and they're going to see that, and that's going to help you. So my opinion, sometimes holding out until the right time to answer is going to be more valuable than just answering at 3 o'clock in the evening, because that's going to scroll down and nobody else will ever see it. So I like to use that as leverage to bring that post back up to at the right time. That's my personal opinion. Okay, traffic monsoon was a big thing for me, y'all. I did hundreds of videos. I've got 1,282 subscribers, 144,000 views. It slowed down, or started to, because of the situations taking place with traffic monsoon, obviously, and because of that, I kept on going with my brand new business, and I kept the keywords in here also for traffic monsoon, because I want a lot of these new people to look at this business that are in traffic monsoon. Okay, now the reason why I'm still using this one as opposed to going to another Exitus and just doing that is because of the fact that what I've learned, downline don't like to sit idle. Okay, if I sit idle in one place, what do you think is going to happen to my downline? They start wandering off. Okay, I know that for a fact. I know that. So every day that you go by, these people want now money. I'm gonna call it now, N-O-W, now money, and they're going to go find that, because they haven't found their way yet, most of these people. So it's just another door for them to go ahead and go somewhere else. If you are a leader, you gotta lead. You gotta lead. If you don't lead, you're gonna lose your people. It's going to happen, and you don't want that to happen. Now, as far as YouTube, y'all, I'm gonna make this a lot quicker. I apologize. I love Facebook. I may do another video on just YouTube, maybe the extent I have this. Okay, let's do Exitus. Okay, when I type in the word Exitus, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You see these 10? These 10 are the top 10 searches for Exitus. Okay, now let's go to Elite. Let's see what happens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And most of these, y'all, look like normal things. Check that out. Exitus Elite Dan. Cool. That means he's done a great job at branding himself. He's on the top 10 for Exitus Elite. That tells you something. The man's been working. Proud of you, buddy. You see the rest of them. Most of these are pretty common stuff. Now, if there was literally millions of people in this business, and there's not, you would structure this a little differently. Now, I'm gonna explain to you in just a second here. Now, I'm not really going in depth with SEO or anything like that, because to be honest, you don't really necessarily need that 100%, in my opinion. What I would do is I would look for the keywords. I would put some videos out there for that. if it's a small business, okay? Because review video can get you some pretty good hits if it's a small business. If it is a large business, you're probably going to get sucked up by the people doing SEO and stuff of that, okay? If I've got 3.5 million people in the business like Traffic Monsoon does, keywords, I know this sounds odd, may be against you because that's what people are hitting. These people know to look for that, right? Now, but if I use the keyword of like update, you know, and put that there as a busy business, there is a lot of people that's going to tear that up, okay? I've learned that. That's what happens in Traffic Monsoon. Traffic Monsoon update, and then put the date up there. Is it good with a question mark or something like that, y'all? That will get you some eyes on that. I guarantee you that. That's what I've learned. In Exitus Elite, it being a small business, it may or may not do very well. So I kind of contradict myself in the sense of if it's a big business as opposed to a little business, how I do my YouTube videos. Now, sometimes I'll try just different words, and the best one will just work. I don't know why it works. You know, let's say if it was just an example, not saying it is Exitus Elite Explained. Okay, well, let's try that. Exitus Elite Explained, if you noticed, was not one of the keywords. But if I had used Exitus Elite Explained here, and that got my most hits from a busy business, it's because of the fact that they weren't really trying to home in on that. If this is a huge waterfall of leads coming down everywhere, y'all, and the leads are people who are in Traffic Monsoon, most of them, looking up YouTube for a Traffic Monsoon is the world's second largest search engine in the world, you know, it's constantly coming down. And if I stick my hand out of here with something good that's not necessarily, the top 10 searches, then I'm going to be getting these leads coming in as well. I can get a lot more from that than I can using those first 10 words that's supposed to be ranking high, because I'm not going to rank high necessarily without doing some work in SEO, okay? A couple little tips for you when you're actually putting the video together. Try different things, man. If you notice, I've got me in front of the camera. I've got a picture here. I've got a picture of this one. I've got the plan itself. The best one I've got is 4 days old, 892 views. So I've got 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. I say about 2,700 hits since I started right here. That's not bad eyeballs. And to be on top of that, y'all, I've gotten 3 people out of my 17 that came into here that has gone active. I call it active. You know, the ball, and I made $1,000 off of what, 10 videos. And this one is really made for my own landing page that I'm going to be putting in the system. But nevertheless, why would I want to cover that up? I don't care. I want it to get hit. So it's what it is, but it's introducing myself, explaining, you know, who I am and where I used to work at. I've got a little boy, and telling about myself. Okay. Now, the reason I'm telling y'all this, y'all, is because YouTube is backwards than Facebook. I want you to listen to this. You remember I was telling you Facebook, you're going to get seen. That's a given. What you need to do is stand out. Here, by standing out, you're going to get seen. So you don't just get seen just because you put a video. You got to learn to stand out. You got to do something different. You got to do a different approach. Whatever that is. Ironically, sincerity is the answer for both businesses. Sincerity for this one will make you stand out, y'all. It will in a heartbeat. Observe the masses and do the opposite. I'm telling you, this works. Facebook, the exact same thing. So in a lot of ways, it's the same answer, but just keep in mind, they are backwards, okay? So if that'll give you some idea. A little tip here, a couple little things that really made a big difference for me. Don't think you can't do videos with an S3 phone or some kind of smartphone. That's exactly what this is. And don't think that doing videos like that ain't made me money, buddy, because it has. You do not have to be some guru'd up, software. S3 phone or any newer, phone will do you fine. I'm still using my old phone. That's why I keep saying S3 phone. It's made me a bunch of money. 720p video, sitting there and telling people what I think. Now, I went to eBay. I bought a $4 stand. It's a little tri-stand. It makes any phone click into place, and just do it. That's it. You just tell people what you think. Show people that you believe in your business. You open your mouth when you learn things. You share those things. Don't matter if it's good or bad. You understand what I'm saying? And people are going to connect with that. They're going to connect with you. You do it enough, they're going to see your consistency. Now, what you want to get in due time. Let me see if I can go under home here. But I was getting I got 2 more subscribers. Yay. Okay. But you do want to pick one of them. That's got 910 views now. So it's starting to roll a little bit. But you do want to pick one video that's good, have it here, and it's going to be kind of your default. If you look over here to the right, y'all, okay, you see these people here? That's where you want to be. You want to be, you're not going to see your own self. But I'm just saying, that's where you want to be. You want, when people are looking at this, you're putting in enough work, you're getting out there enough, you're consistent enough that you're popping over here as under the related channels. A lot of times, y'all, when you're over here every time, usually Rob Frazier's up here. Adrian Hibbert, that's pretty common. Sanel, he's there. Steve Lawson, he's got one really, I think he's got like 17,000 views on one of his videos. It's an update video, ironically. Whatever you're looking at over here, the ones who are putting the work in are usually the ones that's going to be seen. That's what your goal is. You want to be seen. I had a lady call me the other day, y'all, want you to listen to this. She had gone through Traffic Monsoon, was watching one of the videos, and when the video was over, it took her here to YouTube. It was under Charles Scoville. And she seen me over here on the right side of the page so much that's how she found me. But I was going through the YouTube video and seeing and popping. She thought she had to go through Traffic Monsoon to get into YouTube to watch me. You understand what I'm saying? I know that sounds crazy, but y'all, you just need to get seen. You need to get out there. You need to tell people what you believe in, and you don't quit. That's absolutely it. If you make a note for yourself, do this. When I do a title, I want to put the title of it at least once, if not twice. If you notice, I got Exitus in here twice. Okay. Secondly, I want to put my phone number down there, y'all. I want you to see my phone number near the top. And now, I know women, I know guys are stupid. I understand what you're saying. Okay, I'm not knocking that. Yep. Okay, I'm not knocking that. But, y'all, this phone number right here, if you believe in your business and people hear you, good Lord, because if someone calls you, that means they are already on the fence. Okay, that they're on the fence right now. Hearing you and knowing you believe in your business is going to push you across. They will call me just about as quick as they will this right here. Okay, got a gentleman I talked to the other day, and he's coming in next week. And where did he come from? From the phone number. I didn't call him right then. I needed to sleep. I was getting slap out from working my business so much, to be honest, online business. But when I saw he called, I called him back. At the end of the conversation, probably an hour conversation, you know what he told me? The reason he's getting in is because I called him. Y'all, people want to know, are you real? Are you going to be there? Are you going to answer the phone? Put your phone number there, man. I am telling you, this phone number has made me thousands of dollars on YouTube. Thousands. I hope you got that. Okay. If you're a woman and you don't need to put your real number and you need to go through and jump through the hoops you got to make to get your number so you can transfer, I know there's all sorts of ways. I don't do that. I just want to be raw, accessible, and I'm a male species, so don't really worry about it too much. But that's my own personal opinion. Now, understand this. When you're putting out content, y'all, on YouTube, and they're a lot of times saying the same thing, don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. You give me your different viewpoint on things, but still show the plan. That's fine too. The reason why that's a good thing is because if they watch me 2 or 3 videos, I didn't like my own comment. I'm sorry here. I gotta like my own stuff. Always like your stuff. And if they see me and I'm explaining the same thing 3, 4 videos, back to back that they seen, and it's basically the same thing a sales page is. They don't have to hit this. They already know what I'm about. So when they're ready, that wasn't even what really got them in. My page here is what got them in, and they hear me being consistent. You understand what I'm saying? And that phone number, they can call me on that phone number. They've never even hit this link, y'all. They've never hit it. What they're looking at is up here. Okay. Content I do inside of a video is I want people to friend me on Facebook. That's a big thing, y'all. Somebody friend me on Facebook, they see I'm glued to one business, they say I'm committed, then as far as I'm concerned, it's just a matter of time. Them signing up is not as important, or I'll put it this way, is just as important as Facebook friending me, because they'll see what I'm about. Okay, that's a big one right there for y'all. Stay connected with your people. Who am I going to talk to on Facebook? Who's over here to the right? You know what I'm saying? That's it. I talked to Miss Page this morning. I sent Mark a message. Alberto, I talked to him a couple of days ago. And look, don't throw a link every time you talk to someone. Okay, you got to be more than that. There's got to be a whole lot more than that. Miss Abby, great lady. Who am I going to talk to? During the day, it's going to change constantly. Sometimes I go back and watch my YouTube video, and while I'm watching it before I send it, I see, oh man, that's him. I hadn't even thought about talking to him lately. Hey Nick, how you doing, buddy? And that's what I do. You understand what I'm saying? So anyhow, I'm going to end this, y'all. I know this is long. I just want to get you some idea exactly what I do. In YouTube, make sure the title is also going to match your description, and make sure you say the words that you're planning. So if you've got a keyword and it's going to be y'all, Exitus Elite Explained for beginners and new people, I would say it once or twice. This video would be something about y'all, how I do YouTube and Facebook training or tutorial or something like that. Sorry about this, y'all. But the whole point is I want them to see, hear it, because it's going to help in the rankings of the video. Okay, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and end this. If you need anything, just let me know. Again, you see my phone number down below. Feel free to give me a call. I won't talk this much, I promise. And I'll go ahead and click the link, y'all, and get you started. I'd be tickled to help you out. And y'all, I can tell you, not only one person coming in, a good deal of the time, I say 1 out of every 3 has already got another person ready when they talk. And you're talking $2,000, not one, $2,000 in 15 minutes, an hour, 2 hours time from the moment the first person came in, and that'll change your life. That will simply change your life. I love the business. If you need anything, let me know. Appreciate it.